say it was not a transgender person, but a cross-dresser who went from verbal protest to actually fighting the police, not understanding that cross-dressers, drag queens and kings, and transvestites fit under the same transgender umbrella as transsexuals. Yes. So whichever of those categories Sylvia Rivera fit in, she was still a transgender person, and she, along with her companions, were unlikely catalysts to a movement that has brought us to a point today that we can, as a community, do many of the things today that we could not have dreamed of doing pre-June 1969. They were not joined by the closeted gays, lesbians, or bisexuals of the time, afraid as they were of losing all they had, until it seemed that the legal remedies sought post-rebellion might actually bring about the change they had long desired and sought out. Unfortunately, we have come to a point today where those same Sylvia Rivera type folk have been set on the back burner of progress. Their predecessors find themselves in 2010 still one step or one trick away from homelessness due to continued unemployment caused by discrimination, while others too often find humor or irritation in their antics. This movement gave rise to the acronym LGBT, with everyone fiercely proud to represent their particular letter. In most cases, because even today we have closeted people afraid to be out and be themselves. This pride, however, in too many cases, rather than being a unifying force, has resulted in a separation with too many who claim no understanding of the second cousin twice removed, the T, of the family, placing themselves in insular boxes with blinders on as to where we fit. Personally, I propose we break down the walls of this box of the acronym and coin a new one. GNC, Gender Nonconformists, because that's who we are with relation to the community at large. This encompasses all of us, be it gay, same gender loving, lesbian, gender queer, or any other way one practices their loving. Perhaps when we begin to think in those terms, we can better see the transgender members of this GNC family. We can better feel a need to get behind a growing idea to organize a homeless shelter that is transgender focused for that homeless branch of the family. You have got to see beyond the one-dimensional stereotype of who transgender are and see the full person of a trans individual dealing with the same survival and prosper issues as you. Taking the bus or driving, voting, paying bills, and hopefully rent, trying to coexist with neighbors, all the ordinary things you have to deal with from day to day. When we are able to live our various sexualities and identities as casually as the heterosexual community at large, perhaps it will become easier to think in those terms. But let us begin to live more comfortably as the GNC family we are. In closing, I'd like to paraphrase a combination of two quotes, one by the Right Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the other by the esteemed author Lee Frank. Injustice for one citizen anywhere is injustice to citizens everywhere, because all it takes for evil to continue, in this case mistreatment of and equality for transgender people, is for good people to do nothing. Amen.